My son got charged with 9 felonies, and I couldn't be more proud of him. I got a call at work saying, "Mr. Davidson, this is Detective Morrison with the District Police. We have your son David in custody. You need to come to the station immediately." I abandoned my shift mid-task and broke every traffic law getting there. They had David in an interrogation room at the District Police Station. The IT director from his school was already there, practically foaming at the mouth as she slammed evidence bags on the metal table. "Your son is a criminal mastermind." Perfect duplicates of district master keys, security badges with David's photo professionally laminated, surveillance footage from 15 schools showing him entering at 2 a.m. The detective rattled off charges like a grocery list. 9 felony burglaries, 3 counts of identity theft, 3 counts of computer crimes, 20 years maximum sentence. David had always been the quiet kid who fixed teachers' computers during lunch. He'd won state cybersecurity competitions. His IT teacher called him gifted. As a single dad working nights, I'd saved for months to buy him computer equipment, proud that he'd found something constructive to channel his energy into after his mother left. Now I watched police officers carry every electronic device out of our house while the district demanded $80,000 in restitution. But the worst part came during the investigation. They'd found David's browser history, documentary after documentary about Columbine, Sandy Hook, Parkland, articles about security failures, building layouts, response times. The detective's face was grave when he pulled me aside. "We need to know if your son was planning something." My blood ran cold. The room started spinning. Not David, not my boy. "Dad, please, I need you to listen," David pleaded when we finally got a moment alone in the conference room. His hands were shaking. "I watched a documentary about the Parkland shooting last month. The shooter just walked in. He just walked right in, Dad. No one stopped him. 17 people died because he walked through an unlocked door." The IT director rolled her eyes, but David kept going. I couldn't sleep for days. I kept thinking, what if that happened here? What if someone just walked into my school? So I had to know if we were actually safe. He pulled out his notebook with trembling hands. "We're not safe, Dad. One key opens every door in the district. I made a copy using a $20 app on my phone. The keycard codes were stored in a gate controller protected by a password that was literally just our city's name. I found all of this in 1 week." His IT teacher finally spoke up. "Tell them what you could access, David." "Student addresses," David started, his voice barely above a whisper. "Their daily schedules. Which kids take ADH medication. Which ones see therapists." He paused, swallowing hard. "I could see which kids have restraining orders against parents. Where kids wait alone after school for rides." The police officers had stopped taking notes. "An actual predator could get a shopping list," David continued. "Building layouts, camera blind spots." He looked up at the detective. "When resource officers take their breaks, when halls are empty, entry points that aren't monitored." The IT director's confident sneer was completely gone now. David's voice cracked. "I tried to report it first. I went to the IT department and told them about the vulnerabilities. They literally laughed at me, said I watched too many movies, said I was paranoid, so I had to prove it. I documented everything. I never heard anything, never took anything, never looked at anyone's private information. I just walked in, took a time-stamped photo, and left. I even made sure doors were locked behind me." He looked directly at the detective who'd questioned him about the documentaries. "Those shooters, they're not criminal masterminds. They're just taking advantage of our incompetence. Parkland happened because of a door that didn't lock properly. Sandy Hook happened because of propped open doors. I wanted to fix our doors before something happened here." The room was silent for a long moment. Then the principal cleared his throat. "The documentaries scared the hell out of me," David said firmly. "Every expert said the same thing. Schools have almost no real security. I proved they were right. Would you rather I proved it or someone with actual bad intentions?" 7 months later, at our final hearing, the judge asked the district's lawyer a simple question. "How much would a real security breach have cost?" "Potentially hundreds of millions in lawsuits," the lawyer admitted. "If there were casualties, incalculable." The judge turned to the IT director. "Has the district addressed these vulnerabilities?" "We've implemented a complete security overhaul," she said quietly. "New locks, encrypted badges, segmented networks, reinforced doors, updated protocols. So this teenager did your job for you," the judge said flatly. "Case dismissed on all felony charges. 1 year probation on reduced misdemeanors." 6 months later, David was hired by a national school security firm. At 19, he travels the country teaching districts how to protect their students. The IT director who wanted him imprisoned was terminated after an independent audit revealed she'd ignored years of warnings about the exact vulnerabilities David exposed. Last week, David forwarded me an email from a superintendent in Texas. They'd found and fixed critical vulnerabilities using his protocols. The email ended with, "Thank you for keeping our kids safe." David's message to me was just 3 words: "Worth it, Dad."